One moment, y'all. Oh, yeah. Get a little shot of it. Bing, bing, bing. Okay. All right. Oh, wait, honey. I'm going to have to come. I'm going to show the cards, but my God, today, baby. I don't know. My goodness. They are coming in hot. So, no more child credit tax rebates for custodial parents if they in fact collect child support payments. Oh, I don't know if this is for this tax year, but bitch, if this is for this tax, like if this is for last year's taxes, and if this goes into effect for the filing for this year, you might as well hang it up flat screen, bitch. Oh my God. You might as well hang that thing up flat screen. Do you hear me? If if this, I haven't looked at it, I'm just seeing it on social media, child. But if this goes into effect for this year's filing for last year's taxes, woo, I know some feelings is hurt. Bitch, you better get on TikTok. You better document your struggle. And this right here is going to send a message to young girls about having children with no guaranteed support or not even having the support for themselves. If you think that women are not going to enroll or try to seek education and try to build industry as much as possible, you must be crazy. Because what this also means is that men who also irresponsibly have children are incentivized to drop their seed off, because now each baby, whether they're in their child's life or not, so long as they are paying into the child support system, is a tax write-off. You understand? If I am understanding this correctly, if there are men who collect child support from the woman, then you don't get the earned income, or what is it, the child tax credit rebate. And bitch, if y'all was trying to buy you a new car, bitch, come with a down payment. I was wondering what the fuck Three Hoodoo Sisters was talking about, bitch. I was wondering what she was talking about. And see, the men, I already seen the angry man post his celebratory video, but you have to understand, sweetie, if anything happens with our economy, it doesn't matter. If you don't have, if people don't have money to spend at your business, my business, or any business, it doesn't matter where you fall on what side of it. I'm not an apologist for women who allowed themselves to be baby making factories with no consequence, and who heavily relied on welfare and child support as a backup means, for support in lieu of a father, a marriage, or a partnership, or something that was of a higher brow as it relates to rearing children. Okay? But bitch, what you are saying is that, do you understand what's going on? Do you get it? If you potentially were waiting, I was wondering what the fuck Three Hoodoo Sister was saying. I was wondering what she meant by March and April was and May was going to break our motherfucking back. I don't have no children. I don't have no children. I pay into taxes, bitch. So people who pay into taxes, men and women who make over a certain amount or work for themselves, they're not waiting for no tax rebate. This doesn't affect me. Okay. And for the most part, most of my clients, it doesn't affect because we are paying into taxes. We are the people who pay into taxes. Okay. That's why I told you, I am thankful that I get to pay into taxes living in a state like Colorado. I am thankful for the ability to pay into taxes, to take care of my tax debt. I'm thankful that I have the opportunity to. What I'm saying to you is this. If this shit is into effect and you were waiting to file your fucking taxes and you have several children and you get child support, you don't get to file your children if you are the recipient of child support. Their fathers do, or their mothers. Whoever is the non-custodial parent is the one who gets the child, I don't know if it's earned income or it's the tax rebate for children. The non-custodial parent does. So if this year you were thinking it was going to be like the years prior, where you were going to be able to file your kids, nope. Either that or this is going into effect for next year. I gotta check it out and figure it the fuck out, baby. But Three Hoodoo Sisters, go check out her reading. Okay. What she talked about, that she did a second reading for this year. And this goes into the reading that I did in, what was that, September? Like for all the people who are supportive of Trump, I see the benefits from a business perspective. I see the benefits from a tax perspective. But I'm not a person who is, man. Oh. And that means that, and then this is the thing about it too. This is the cold piece of work about it. If you have several kids and your kids are on insurance, on state-funded insurance. I remember in Tennessee, mind you, my mom never sought child support from my father. My mom was married, or still, even technically, still legally married to my father. You know, but my mom didn't seek child support for me or my brother. So I don't know how it works. But at one point, you couldn't get, like, is it Medicaid or Medicare or something, unless you either, if you knew the father, you were collecting child support. So that means that even if you are, like, let's say if you are a business owner and you just figure, I'm not going to collect on them, what does that mean for your child's health care? I could be wrong, but in some states, I believe that it's required that if the father is not in the child's life or paying towards the child whatsoever, in order to get state-funded insurance, you have to collect child support. I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't have any children. But if this is what's happening, a lot of businesses that were relying, because a lot of these men, unfortunately, are in jail or dead or not paying. So you're not getting the men, and men don't spend. That's another thing too. Men do not spend. So economically, there's about to be a blowback. You can just hang that shit up. Best Buy, hang that shit up. Housing, being able to go and use your income tax to put a down payment, a deposit, bitch, hang that shit the fuck up. Even if it's for next year, that means between now and next year, if you have 2 or more children, they're by different men or by 2 different, you're not in a committed relationship with a financially stable partner, and you're not financially stable without state assistance. Oh my God, I feel so bad. I feel so bad for y'all. But we talked about this. We talked about this last year. We said this, that the people who are the most vulnerable will suffer the most. And before you jump up and say this is happening to the niggas, let me tell you something, baby. Do you know how many white people are on welfare? Do you know how many white women are actually reliant on the child support system? So even though they have successfully, through media, made black women and black men the face, the truth be told is that by and large, whites are the biggest recipients of welfare in the United States of America, and are the biggest group that is on the child support registers. So why we pit black people or put black women down for being baby mamas is wild, considering the numbers. Bitch, you cannot be fucking serious right now. You cannot be serious. So while we was all distracted with TikTok, bitch, the clock struck 12 on the hoe. Do you hear me? Let me say this too. If you bitches are still stupid and letting yourself get pregnant because you are still romanticizing the idea that you can psychologically and emotionally manipulate a man, then that puts you in a certain frequency. Let me just say this. This is why, from doing the work I do, you can't come around here telling you a motherfucking victim when you claim to be spiritual. When you are of a certain frequency and you know that you're sneaky, manipulative, and you're doing all of these things to catch a nigga, and that nigga plays with you, you can't say shit because you were playing with him. You were playing with yourself, trying to play a game, and you're the only one that's crying the tears of a clown. You understand what I'm saying? So if you one of these little silly ass little girls, baby, Saturn is about to hit that motherfucking Aries. And I just hope that you have not positioned yourself to have got pregnant for a nigga, thinking you finna trap that nigga. If anything, there is an incentive for niggas to plant babies everywhere. The more money that nigga got, the more babies he might just jack. You understand? But that does not mean, again, there's less of an incentive for him to stay with you. And there's more of an incentive for him to plant his seed everywhere, because every baby is a tax credit for him now. God Almighty. And then listen, he can force you. If you are not financially stable, you don't got your own housing, you don't know how to do for yourself, you've never had to pay rent on your own, he can force you into government subsidized housing. Especially if he got you out your mama and your daddy's house. And it no longer is working between you two, and you got to find housing, bitch. And government subsidized housing is connected to that welfare system. He can force you to claim and put him on child support because it benefits him on a tax level if he makes enough money. It's a tax credit, bitch. That means every illegitimate baby. You talking about I'm finna put a baby on this nigga and this nigga finna be faithful to me. Bitch, you are stupid. If you think, if you're a type of woman who thinks like that, I'm not going to sit here and say this, but you cannot be the girl who doesn't operate like that, who gets heartbroken and really was going into it for the right reasons, these niggas are never going to protect that woman. An angry man, the Anton, they would never protect the woman who had all the right reasoning for relationships. They're never going to give, they only let them come up when they want a woman to go to bat for them who is still looking for male approval. But they're never going to make videos about you, virtuous women. But you are the ones who are going to suffer the most. Because you may really love a motherfucker. You may really want to be. But if that motherfucker does not marry you and you decide to go ahead and let him place a baby in you, you might have just become a tax write-off. And if he pulls his support and you don't have anyone else to really support you, and you're tied up for the next 36 to 48 to, bitch, you might as well have bought a car. You know what I'm saying? You tied up for the next 60 months. That's 5 years. Not really being, you could go to school, you could open a business, but without that extra, my goodness, what do you, ooh. Spirit, is this going to be taking effect this, let me turn the, oh my God, hold on, y'all. Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry for y'all. I am so sorry for y'all. Does this take effect this tax filing year, Spirit? Does the tax laws that Trump set into motion, are they taking effect this tax filing season? Because remember, he got the House, he got the Senate, he got all branches, bitch. All branches. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. You understand? At least for the next 2 years, bitch. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. All gas, no brakes. And that means you better be careful what the fuck you talking about on TikTok, bitch. Look at how that shit, bitch, if that wasn't, oh, if that wasn't a flex on y'all motherfucking ass, they flexed and showed you their motherfucking nuts. They let the motherfucking nuts swing to the left and right, bitch. When they showed you, all I gotta do is make a decision and TikTok is back. But everybody who panicked, that feeling that you felt, that sickness in your stomach, you will never fucking forget that, bitch. You better be careful what the fuck you talking about. Because now that the U.S. has it, oh man, my God, today, do you hear me? And I know that the men are going to clown, but they're going to be the ones with the biggest frowns when it come down to it. Because who is going to, y'all finna be sick. The folks finna be sick. The folks finna be sick. They might as well said the 9 of sorrows. That bitch said the 9 of swords. Oh, my goodness, bitch. My goodness. Oh, and then if y'all was silly enough to get with an abusive man, thinking you was going to overpower an abusive man because you listened to that bullshit over the last couple of years. And, oh, God, and Saturn is in Aries. Baby, you don't understand how inept Aries is with Saturn there. That's like, you have to, I need you to understand, if you want to be successful when you have a Saturn in Aries energy, you have to become like, you have to literally put everyone ahead of you. You have to do things, everything you do with gusto is shut down. You cannot force anything. The way that Aries is forceful, and Aries are going to feel this shit for the next couple of years. That means that anything that you've done illegally or, oh my God, I just forgot about that. Karmic retribution. Aries, I suggest you to listen, baby. Aries and Libra, because of what Saturn does in Aries, is why I'm saying this. Saturn is exalted in Libra. So Libra gonna be getting their lick back. Saturn is a friendly planet for Libras. You hear me? If anything, Libra might just have to up on a lot of people and might be able to take your motherfucking ass to court and really sue the fuck out of you and might even discover some criminal charges against you. But if you are an Aries and you done fucked around, baby, you finna find out. Saturn is coming through. And Saturn is just as deadly, if not more deadly, in a conjunction to your shit as it is in opposition. Because Saturn loves people who run into hard work. If you ever want to understand how to get the most out of Saturn, be a person who's willing to face hardship, who's willing to be homeless, who's willing to lose money, who's willing to go away from the crowd, who's willing to not be popular. If you want to gain the favor of Saturn, it lasts lifetimes. Okay? Do not be in here talking shit about Saturn. You can do what you want to do, bitch. It's some of my enemies. I go ahead, bitch. You are enemy. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, bitch. Talk it, bitch. Talk is if you listen. I might as well be Saturn for you, bitch. Talk your shit. Talk against Saturn all day, every day. All day, bitch. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That type shit. What the kids say, type shit, right? But boy, you niggas better be careful because this Aries rules the soldier. So if the United States has been doing some fucked up shit, something could go awry with individual soldiers in our military versus more polished entities who have militaries that are more polished and more Libra and more just. If there's been any major injustices, see, these astrologers really are not giving y'all the tea. Like, I don't know who the fuck, like, how you study astrology how you got 10,000 hours of astrology and you're not talking about the lameness or the inaccessibility of individual soldiers to work for our fucking military. And Saturn, listen, if you want to take a Aries down, and even some parts Scorpio, but you can't with Scorpio as much because you have Pluto, the modern ruler, and Pluto, and believe it or not, Pluto and Saturn are not like enemies. They work well together. I have Pluto conjunct Saturn, sextile my sun, my south node, and Neptune, in opposition to my moon, and square to my Mercury. So I've had to learn these lessons real quick, real fast, because the consequences are painful. And even the transformative process is painful because these placements can bring a level of addiction and can allow for laziness because everything's so much more difficult. You can fall into a lull in laziness. Okay, so this is a energy. This is the 9 of fucking swords right here. That's Gemini energy. Uranus is going to be in Gemini. So we're going to be having some new motherfucking thoughts for sure. Fucking for sure. Ooh, bitch. This is about to be a motherfucking mess. Holy shit. Look at that. Groups of people. I pull this for this in this particular deck right here. Whenever I see this, I see people like groups of people doing work. Bitch, you better get with your coven. This right here is how I done took out masses of people when this little gem shows up. Okay, this is how I threw some shit off right here. But you better get with your coven. You better get with, y'all better go and look at the Three Hoodoo Sisters motherfucking reading. That bitch read that shit down. And she looks also cute in her ginger hair, honey. You better work, bitch. Okay? You better work, Miss Ginger. The fuck? You better work. I love pretty brown skin tones. And she's an Aries too. So she's psychic. So she already knows what the fuck is coming. She might not, that bitch don't ever have to study astrology ever in fucking life. But because this is why I'm for psychics. I am for the extremely sensitive psychic or metaphysician, medicine woman, medicine man, witch doctor, snake charmer. I am for you studying astrology professionally because you already have a sensitive subconscious program. And so as you study astrology, you start to get the science behind certain times of year, certain patterns, and it helps you build your system of knowledge base. I am also for psychic people studying theology. I am also for psychic people studying demonology. I am for that shit. Like if you know that you are a person who you are so sensitive, people could have called you schizophrenic. If you don't get your ass in physics, if you don't get into advanced science and astrology, I don't know what to tell you. Because my mother used to say this all the time. When you got the word of God, God will open up the universe. The university will give you keys to the universe when you are in tune with spirit. What takes other people lifetimes to decode will just open up for you. Almost like you got a key to every mystery door of understanding. And I am here to tell you it's true. When you get out of your own way. Anyway, I just love that skin tone that can carry that tomato red. I can't wear tomato red. I can't. My skin is my undertones are neutral gold. But I can't wear that tomato red, but tomato red looks gorgeous on her. With that gent bitch, work. Work. My sis look good. I love those. I love to see black women show off the kaleidoscope of colors and the kaleidoscope of our DNA through our expression of our makeup or our hair or the way in which we wear our clothing. I love to see it. Okay? I love to see it. But baby is anointed. Baby is anointed. And she called it. She called it. She's so precious. She called it. And now that I'm kind of saying, I'm like, bitch, that's when everybody would be waiting for them tax returns. And that's when everyone would get those audit messages or get those rejections or find out they're not going to get that fucking return, bitch. Around that time frame that you called. My God, today, bitch. 2025, if it ain't nothing else, it's been eventful. That's for damn sure, bitch. The Two of Pentacles, it's going to be some people trying to rub these goddamn coins together. Do you hear me? It's going to be some people trying to rub the coins together, bitch. It's going to be people trying to rub them goddamn coins together, bitch. I'm concerned, bitch. I am truly concerned because, see, a lot of my clients are business owners. I don't know who their customer base is, bitch. What? Bitch, I bet you, I tell you what, bitch, I bet you I'll be in a little huddle. You hear me? I bet you I will be in a little huddle. Come on, bitches, bitches and friends. What's up? Look, I bet you I'm going to find myself near a little powwow circle. Huh? You ain't gotta pressure me. Illuminati, here I come. You understand me? Bitch, I bet you I'm gonna find myself near a little powwow. I bet you I'm gonna find myself near a little baptismal pool. The fuck is you talking about, bitch? The fuck is you talking about? These goddamn towers, look at that. They look like a nuclear waste plant or like a nuclear plant. looks radioactive. 4 different types of smoke. That nigga said, I got all the smokes. I got all of them. I got all the smokes. Look at that. Literally all the smokes. Those are literally in this case, 3 different types of smokes. This nigga said, I got all the smokes. Look at the people filing out the smokes. Those little figures right here. And right here. He said, I got all the smoke, bitch. I got it for 3 different type of niggas. You hear me? 4 different types. That means this shit ain't nothing nice. Everybody getting the smoke. Everybody's getting the smoke that's catered to their level of smokington. Whatever level of smokington, you're getting your level of smoke. You're getting it made for you. Bitch, you could be Burger King. Okay? You're going to have it your way. Whatever way to let you know that the smoke is here and it's for you, it's the way you finna have it, bitch. This is the way you finna have it. You're going to have this. You're going to have this smoking tin. What? Ooh, I know you was a dirty lie. Ooh, bitch. Ooh. Oh, yeah, and it's going into law, bitch. The throne of swords, the king of swords, baby. He's sitting on that motherfucker tough. He tough and tough. And they out to deliver. Look at them. The smoke givers. Smoke lighters. Fire starters. You hear me? Bitch, they glide through this motherfucker. You hear me? Bitch, they said glide. They hitting it. You hear me? That motherfucker came in here and said, send the smoke monsters. And that hoe said, here we go. And then he said, you know what I'm saying? I'm somebody coming from every direction. Here we go. You know, you feel me? He popped the top off. Like they said, pop the top off the Maybach. He said, send the smoke monsters. And they said, here we go. They said, here we go. We're here. We're here to deliver all the smoke. And we sitting around here huddled like, bitch, what we gonna do? Bitch, what we gonna do? You feel me? Bitch, you got an idea? Okay, this is what we're gonna do, y'all. We gonna, first of all, we're gonna toast these goddamn marshmallows. You understand what I'm saying? And then, is that a goat? Bitch, is that a goat right there? Bitch, there's a goat in here. Oh shit. You got a whole goat? Oh, we done been infiltrated, bitch. Oh, hell no. We done been infiltrated. Oh my God. I'm sitting here like looking at the people that put in, we can put our food together and we can do this and there go a goat. Right there in the midst. He said, oh, y'all made me the scapegoat, huh? How does it feel, bitches? I'm not laughing, y'all, because I'm really laughing to keep from crying. Because this shit is crazy. Bitch, this shit is now we finna hit third world conditions. Oh. God almighty. Okay. Well, y'all got back TikTok. You just didn't know the clock struck at 12 on some other shit. Ooh, I feel sorry for anybody who pregnant right now. And you not with that nigga. I don't care what race you are. And you was dependent. I'm going to get that nigga. I'm going to put, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put him on child support. That motherfucker got me fucked up. Okay, you don't want to be here to take care of my baby? You don't want to be here to take care of my baby? Well, nigga, I'm going to put you on child. Girl. Hold up. Hold up. You see our baby's coming through. What's the hold up? Bitch, what is going on? First of all, stop. Stop immediately. Immediately. Halt. Stop. Bitch. And they're going to probably do something with that child support amount I bet you they finna start taking out the goddamn uh 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 the goddamn insurance. Those doctors out of the child support check. Ooh, my God, today. Okay, Lord. What else do we got here? Ooh, I feel so. Bitch, if your ass was sitting here laughing at me about being on Zempic and you under the age of 30 and you can make, and you got a little hunk in the back, you might, I don't know what you're going to do. You're going to have to find some new opportunities. The Three of Wands is, there's more to come. The ships are just a in. So there may be something dealing with ships. There may be something dealing with fire on the ocean, on the ship. Fire on the main line. Somebody needs to call Jesus on the main line. There's more to come. And we need a hero. But look at how battered and bruised the motherfucking hero is. They got the cape on. But bitch, what? Look at the shoe. Bitch, they don't. What are those? Golly, what are those? They done bust my girl all the way down. Damn, she ain't got no luggage, bitch. They done broke a bitch down. That nigga took a bitch down. It's just left Pound Town. Bitch. This is how we gonna be, y'all. Is this how we gonna be? We got on what are those? Our right leg or left leg bandaged? And they done beat up our goddamn luggage. Ain't shit to unpack, bitch. And all we got is the fire in our belly, bitch. Waiting for a new day. OMG. OMG. Oh my God. And for you other hoes, you've been infiltrated. Just my enemies, you see that goat? That's right there. Y'all was talking real good, wasn't you? You've been infiltrated. For those that applies to, yeah. So let's get into this shit right here. Give me a yes or no. I normally don't like to do yes or no's on heavy readings like this. But yes or no if this is taking effect this tax season, because I done played around and this ain't a playing matter, but I'm so nervous. Bitch, the motherfucker said justice. You hear me? And justice is blind. She literally doesn't have a pupil. Look, how cold is Ethne with these cards? First of all, Ethne, I'm going to need you to quit playing with us and bring Modern Love Tarot back, honey. I'm going to need you to quit playing with me. Because you better be thankful I got 4 of your Modern Love Tarot and 2 that are in brand new spanking order. And I got I got a brand new one of these. But this Penumbra Tarot, baby, that Ethne, her artist and her, baby, they ain't no type of jokes. You hear me? Ethne is not paying me. That's how she's not paying. But baby, justice is blind. Do you hear me? She's blind. Look at the key. Look at the detail. The keys. So somewhere, women, you've been operating in a way that's not justified. It's not about the men. It's about you. So this right here is for you to and in this deck, the King of Wands is the Queen. They gave the King in this deck the Wand suite or the Fire suite. The male is the Queen of Wands, and the female is the King of Wands. Okay. We got the Ace of Pentacles. The 7 of Swords, man. Listen. And the 9 of Wands. There's going to be somebody who's going to try. Something is about this law that they're signing in for taxes. I don't know if it will actually touch down this year, but it's supposed to. I'm not sure if it does because I'm not getting it conclusive. But what I am seeing is that there are lawmakers scrambling because we are not ready for that sort of impact. Because I promise you, had I believe that this was in that Project 2025 memo, that 1,000-page memo about this. But had people known that this would be an exact reflect, then, child, I don't know if that would have meant Kamala would have won. You understand what I'm saying? Like, honestly, in all honesty, because there's something that women are not doing. Women are still very divisive. Women are still very much dependent on things staying the same, and therefore they are a lot of us women are very much bound to our karmic selves. We're very jealous. We're very competitive. We're very parasitic. We want to play games. We don't want to build anything. We don't like each other. We're very destructive. So I believe that women are going to take an ass whooping over the next 2 to 3 years for the purpose of, you may look at this and say, I can't believe Trump is doing this. Y'all, you get off my channel if you that basic. I need you to understand that these are orders from the divine. These are orders from the divine because we are misaligned. And in order for women to get lockstead and barrel, not on some bullshit what Anton Daniels them was talking about. Anton them don't even like women. That's the key about it. He doesn't even like women. I don't know what part of that, if you've been watching my channel, you don't see. He doesn't like women. So a woman serving him, he would just be more cruel to that woman. He doesn't like women. For whatever reason, whatever we represent that he is not able to gain in himself. He doesn't like women, and he is jealous of gay men in some capacity. Okay? So I'm not, allegedly, I don't know, but people like him. They don't like women. So they're not, you would never get a softening from them. They would become more and more bullies the more and more your hands were tied behind your back. They would become even more cruel the more they're able to do to you without, anything. Think about it. The manosphere is talking about all of this, but they ain't said shit about in Detroit, this man essentially grooming a little girl for 2 years, getting her pregnant, and then killing her and disposing of her body. That's one of the biggest stories on the news. You ain't heard Anton, who's out of Detroit, say a peep about it. Because he doesn't like little girls. He doesn't like women. Okay? Crime against women, women being in pain, women being stoned, women being murdered. He's cool with that. But he just covers his hate for women through what you call lawful evil. I'm lawful evil, so I know another lawful evil motherfucker. Okay? There's levels to this shit. I know another lawful evil motherfucker when I see him. So sometimes you got to have a person with a little bit of evil on them in order to combat evil. You got to know what you're doing. If you looked at my page and where I shared the lovely Madame Fortune, how can you battle demons when you don't even know them? How can you banish them from your life or banish people who are hosts of demons or give them consequences for fucking with you if you don't know them? You understand? So what if the church that you've been subscribing to has had you so ignorant to demons that you didn't realize that that's who you've been paying tithes to your whole life? And the reason why the black community and the neighborhoods look the way they do and are so fucked off, because you've been paying to a demonic entity the whole time that wasn't in your favor. And not all demons mean evil either. Just like all angels are not good. But that's based on human morale. Okay? I am of the thought form that black people still got some karma for setting the world as it's been for the last 4,000 years. And it's not going to be until we wake up that we're going to be able to pay off that karma. And women, we have karma. And it's not going to be until we wake up that we're going to be able to pay that karma off. But that's just my thought, though. Who am I? I'm just a little old channel here on YouTube that only 2 people watch, okay? So, there's that. So I believe there's going to be some things. Oh, Hierophant. Wow. Bet your back, golly, wow. You said, hey, love, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, honey. Happy New Year to you. I hope all is well. I hope things continue to be well as we progress and as we get our digital covens together, honey. Because this is wild. What is really going on? You know what I'm saying? The Eight of Pentacles, learning how to plant new seeds, baby. The not Eight of Pentacles, the Element of Pentacles, which is the Page of Pentacles. And quickly, Nine of Pentacles. A lot of women are going to secure themselves financially. And I like that. So that's what's coming. That a lot of women have financial reserves with the Wheel of Fortune that won't be available to men. At least men who are not in allyship with women. So that should be over the next 3 years. You should see women being able to come together and have reserves of money. So if you were a woman who spoke against women or you are bashing women, I feel sorry for you because you're going to have the same fate as the men. So if I were you, I would start to pivot. I've been saying this shit for long. This is the last day of Capricorn season. Listen, Aquarius, bitch, you are up. You are up, Aquarius, bitch. It's your turnstile now, ho. It's time to turn this motherfucker all the way up. You hear me? But yeah, we're about to have a emergence of the divine feminine. We just didn't realize that she was going to come in looking like Kali Ma and Sekhmet, and she's going to start with the women first. Because you got to get the goat, you got to get the infiltrator out your circle first before you can go to your enemy. You got to work with what's going on with women. Then you're a stronger force. The Shekinah, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant. Okay, this is a couple, so there's going to be an emergence of divine coupleship. As the physical embodiment of the divine masculine and feminine, but on earth. So that's going to be something that's highlighted. Okay, you do have the Hermit here. And in this depiction of the Hermit, it's a woman who's carrying the light. So you may see that divine masculine is ushered in and even protected by that divine feminine energy, but not someone who's parading around. No, baby, this is serious business. The divine masculine may be someone who's willing to set it off, like a Luigi-esque kind of character. Okay, he's not petty. He's not looking for people to call him their god. That's another thing too. Stay away from people who believe that they were supposed to be someone sent to you as a representative from the divine. The Age of Aquarius will see to it that each person is in their divinity. If you wanted to tap into Sekhmet will show up through the mirror, reflected back to you. If you want to tap into Osiris will show up in the reflection in the mirror back to you. You want to tap into Isis, Lilith, all of these individuals will show up in the mirror back to you. They're not some outside individual. That outside individual may have these energies that you can learn from, but they are not your leader. Okay, in that aspect, who you want to connect with, you have the ability to connect with through your vessel. Okay, so I just thought I would go ahead and say that because I've been hearing that, and that's a false. That's a false cry. That's someone with probably an antisocial personality disorder that gleans acceptance through people following them. Okay, you are the God body or the goddess body. No one else is your goddess or God body. No one else is your angel. The angels will come to you and work with you. No physical human being is going to represent the divine for you. Okay? No one's coming to save you but you. Okay? And that's on the world. I put that on the world, baby. My birth cards are the world and the Empress. I put that on the world. So we got a lot. And look at the bottom of the deck. There's the Empress. I put that on the world, baby. And the Empress. Period. Point blank. Okay? Period. Point blank. So, there's a shielding. I suggest you get around some wise men, wise women, someone who really is tapped in with spirit. Those are going to be the centers where the money is, where the charity is. It's going to be in spirituality. And if you're around parasitic, cult-minded people in spirituality, you are going to starve. It's going to have to be groups who are able to minister to those who are in their sin and in their virtue, and give respect to both. But that's going to be the center of nurturance. Is going to be spirituality. The North Node is headed into Pisces. It is fitting. The South Node is in Virgo. So a lot of the bullshit is falling away from us. A lot of the over criticism, a lot of the ultra materialism that we have subscribed to is going to be challenged over the next 18 months. And really the big flex is going to be, how does your spirituality and your faith serve you materially? How does it help you navigate the material world? And if you don't have anything to show for it, or if your brand of spirituality or materialism puts others in a deficit, then you will probably not be a very valuable asset to anyone, because that means that someone has to suffer in order for you to have. And if that's the case, you're not an asset to this new awakening. You are not a disruptor. You are one who is here. You're an agent of the age of Pisces, seeking to take from others to gain pure devotion in order to breadcrumb the people. Okay? So that's not going to work. But anyway, child, this is going to be all hell is about to break loose. Okay? In terms of families and things of that nature, may peace be with you. And may you find your tribe, okay? And be very selective, because you don't know, you might just be carrying nuclear energy that could be like a power plant of success, if you will, instead of the tower, okay? You might be able to find, you may find that the individuals in yourself, when you really are aligned, are power plants that are able to power themselves outside of being dependent on external enemy forces in order to live. Okay? So, this is your girl, Nala the Neptunian, signing on and now off for Nala-Ife Talks Live, unscripted and off the chain. And I am your host, Nala-Ife, and I will talk to you guys here soon. Peace.